I think for my brother, this is something he's been waiting for, and he's probably spent more time thinking about it. For the rest of us, it's more a question of, okay, we have to shift the way we support.
The royal family has faced many hard moments, but this one feels different. Behind palace doors, Princess Anne has revealed what may be King Charles' final wish, and it's not what many saw coming. At the same time, Prince William is struggling more than he's letting on. People are starting to ask if he's truly ready to carry the weight of what's coming. But what could be so powerful that it shook the future king? Join us as we take you through the king's last wish and this emotional moment in the British royal family. A prince torn between legacy and change. It was a moving moment at Buckingham Palace. Prince William struggled to hold back tears as Princess Anne delivered a heartfelt message from King Charles. With the king's health in a fragile state, the nation anxiously awaits what's next, and the royal family quietly prepares for uncertain days ahead. The king's final wish, revealed in that moment, left Prince William speechless. The world is watching, not just because the king's health is declining, but because the future of the monarchy feels uncertain. But what was the king's last wish, and why did it move the prince to tears? You'll want to keep watching as we take you through it all. If you didn't know before now, King Charles has been quietly fighting a serious health battle that's left the monarchy on edge. Recently, Buckingham Palace confirmed he had been diagnosed with cancer. While they didn't reveal the exact type, they did say it wasn't prostate cancer, despite him being treated for an enlarged prostate just weeks before. The announcement shocked the nation, and although the king has tried to carry on with royal duties, the strain is starting to show. Behind closed doors, those closest to him say he's dealing with exhaustion, frequent treatments, and long hours of uncertainty. Many now believe the situation may be more serious than the royal family is letting on, and that quiet preparations are being made for the future. And as you know, times have changed. Back then, people looked to the monarchy for leadership during wars, national events, and family celebrations. There was a strong bond between the royals and the public, but today, that connection is fading. Young people especially are questioning whether the monarchy still has a place in modern society. Public opinion is shifting. Some say it's outdated. Others wonder why it's still funded by taxpayers. This shift is one of the things that put even more pressure on Prince William. As the next in line, he isn't just expected to wear the crown. He's expected to keep the entire institution alive and relevant. This is where the real struggle is. People want a royal who's strong, but also human. They want him to honor the past, but still move forward. He has to be both kingly and relatable. That's not easy. And now, with the king's final wish revealed, the pressure has grown heavier. Behind the scenes, William is known to be deeply emotional, especially when it comes to his family. He grew up in a very unusual way, raised inside a royal bubble but taught to see the world beyond it. His mother, Princess Diana, wanted her sons to have a normal childhood. She took them to places you'd least expect, and that made a lasting impression. For example, at Eton College, William lived among other students with no special treatment. Later, at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, he tried to blend in as a regular student. He even met his future wife, Kate Middleton, there, someone who understood the value of balancing royal life with personal peace. Then, there was his time in the Royal Air Force. As a search and rescue pilot, he flew helicopters in real missions. He saved lives, he faced danger, and he did it without making headlines. That experience grounded him and showed him what real people go through. All of that adds to the emotion he felt when Princess Anne read out their father's final wish. It wasn't just about the crown, it was about duty, sacrifice, and love for the people. William knows that from now on, more eyes will be on him. The public will look to him for stability. He'll be expected to lead with confidence, even while carrying personal pain. More so, his relationship with Prince Harry remains a topic people can't stop talking about. Every move they make becomes news. Even in moments of sadness, the spotlight doesn't go away. And yet, William continues to show up at royal events, charity functions, and family appearances. He tries to stay calm, collected, and respectful. The king's health may be fragile, but everything is being prepared with great care. William has been deeply involved in state affairs for years. From foreign policy briefings to military strategy sessions, he's been trained to handle the responsibilities that come with the crown. Those close to him say he doesn't panic and doesn't raise his voice. He listens, he considers, and then he acts. That calmness, combined with his emotional maturity, is what sets him apart. People notice it. And now, with the king's last wish hanging in the air, there is a pressure like never before. So what exactly did the king ask for? Stay with us, because what we're about to reveal next will change everything. The king who refuses to step back. Even with his health in question, King Charles continues to carry out royal duties. He showed up at the Easter service not too long ago. He looked thinner and a little weaker, but he kept smiling. People noticed how carefully he moved, like every step mattered, but he also waved and walked without help. That was his way of saying, "I'm still here, and I'm still doing my job." As reported by the BBC, he surprised the waiting crowd as he said to the people, "You're very brave to stand out here in the cold." The crowd, in return, wished the couple a happy Easter and told the king to get well soon. A few days later, he visited a cancer treatment center. Queen Camilla was with him. The king didn't rush through these occasions. He spoke kindly to the people, and they really listened. The visits meant a lot to them. They feel like he truly cared, not just as a king, but as a human being going through his own health struggles. Yes, he looked tired, but it was obvious that he hadn't lost his spirit. That matters now more than ever. Every public appearance from him feels important. Each one reminds the people that while his body may not be as strong as it once was, his heart and mind are still deeply connected to his duty. And behind palace walls, things have started to shift. As his energy comes and goes, so does his availability. But that doesn't mean he's letting go. If anything, small acts, like showing up even when it's hard, are his way of saying the job still matters to him. He may be healing, but he's not backing down. Prince William is paying close attention to all of this. He knows what's expected of him now. His role is growing day by day. While his father focuses on getting better, William is slowly stepping up, not with noise or headlines, but with calm actions. He isn't chasing power. He's responding to duty. That's how he's been raised to think about his future, not as a crown to wear, but as a service to give. Prince William understands this moment in time isn't just about waiting for his turn. It's about preparing and stepping up when needed. He's been getting ready for this role all his life, not just by learning what to do, but by watching what it takes to lead. He's seen the cost of being king. He's seen how much it asks of a person, not just in public, but also in private. He's never rushed toward the throne. He's always taken a measured path. But now, the line between training and doing is starting to blur. What was once just preparation is gradually becoming a daily reality. He's no longer just learning. He's now doing the job, bit by bit, beside his father. As the king takes more time to rest and focus on his health, the monarchy is slowly adjusting. William is already playing a key role. Princess Anne has always been a hard worker, and she's also taken on even more lately. Whether it's attending ceremonies, visiting charities, or standing in for the king, she does it without fuss. At a recent event with military veterans, she spoke gently about service and family. Many felt she was also talking about her brother. That quiet loyalty runs deep, and it matters now more than ever. Even Prince Harry, from far away, has been checking in. There haven't been any big headlines, no dramatic moments, just quiet phone calls between a son and his father. That alone says a lot. Despite the past, love still finds a way. And in times like this, family matters more than old arguments. Those watching from the outside can feel this shift. It's not loud or flashy, it's steady, and it's earned respect, not just because of the titles, but because of how the work is being done. People are not just looking at the royal family out of curiosity. They're watching with respect. They can see a family trying to stay together, trying to keep their promise to the nation, even while facing something as human and difficult as illness. William's life has always been shaped around the idea of duty. He's seen his father give everything to the country, even in times of personal challenge. That has shaped how he thinks. He knows the crown isn't just about being the head of state. It's about being present, even on the hard days. It's about listening, showing up, and being steady when others need someone to depend on. He's a father, a husband, and he wants to protect that space. Those who know him say he works hard to make time for his children. That balance isn't easy, but it helps keep him grounded. In some ways, that's what makes him relatable to people watching from outside the palace walls. He's also been through real challenges, losing his mother at a young age, living through media storms, watching his family go through ups and downs in front of the world. All of this has shaped him. It's given him strength, and perhaps a deeper sense of what really matters. Now, as his father faces illness, and as the crown begins to lean more heavily on his shoulders, William is stepping into a bigger role. The world sees it happening, and while they may not say it out loud, they recognize something important is taking place. This isn't just about a throne passing from one generation to the next. It's about a family keeping things together during a difficult time. It's about holding on to tradition while also adjusting to change. And at the heart of it all is a father who still shows up, a son who is ready, and a team of royals quietly holding things in place behind the scenes. As King Charles continues his treatments and allows himself to rest when needed, the future of the monarchy is already unfolding. Prince William isn't waiting for a title. He's already doing the work. Keep watching, there's more. The future queen the public already favors. The public's growing interest in the royal family hasn't come out of nowhere. As King Charles steps back little by little, attention has shifted not only to Prince William, but also to the women standing beside the men. While Queen Camilla has earned a level of respect over the years, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is now the clear favorite in the eyes of many. This creates quiet pressure inside the palace. People still respect Camilla for how she has stood by the king. Her work has become more visible, and she's kept a steady hand.
It's wonderful. Everybody here has done their bit, and I'm sure, in 10, 20 years' time, who knows, we might see the end of it. That is the hope for us all, that one day we can.
But the truth is, public support matters, and it's tilting more and more toward Catherine. Her popularity is stronger. Her connection with everyday people feels more natural. And the way she handles herself in public makes her seem approachable and real. This shift is subtle, but it matters. If people begin to imagine Catherine not just as a supportive wife, but as a future reigning queen in her own right, it could challenge older traditions. Historically, consorts stay in the background. They don't lead. But Catherine's image is stronger than just support. She's now seen by many as a leader herself. And that opens up questions the royal family hasn't had to face before. In this moment, The divide between tradition and modern thinking becomes even more clear. Queen Camilla has worked hard to stay true to royal customs. She doesn't push for attention. She respects the structure. But Catherine has helped shape something new. She and William aren't just part of the monarchy. They're slowly changing it from within. The way they do things feels different. Their public roles focus more on causes than appearances. Catherine has taken on early childhood development as her long-term focus, and she speaks about it with deep understanding.
The challenges facing children in the UK today can often feel overwhelming. Both William and I have seen that many young people are struggling to cope with the impact of bullying, bereavement, domestic violence, family breakdown and more.
William, through the Earthshot Prize and other efforts, has made climate change and mental health core parts of his royal work.
The British winners of Prince William's Earthshot Prize say they're overwhelmed, and the £1 million prize money will help take their business to the next level. The company...
These are real issues that people care about. The couple doesn't come off as distant. Instead, they come across as a family that just happens to wear crowns. They appear more as public servants than royal figures. Even the way they raise their children supports this image, keeping their routines grounded, shielding them from too much press, and showing them a quiet, responsible way of life. They rarely show off. Instead, they show up. And that has made people feel closer to them. Still, not everything inside the family is smooth. Quiet tensions between Camilla and Catherine are sometimes noticed by insiders. Nothing dramatic or harmful, just a sense that they come from different eras. Camilla, for many years, tried to stay out of the spotlight to avoid controversy. Catherine, however, has grown into the spotlight in a different way. She is careful, but she also connects deeply with people. It's not about competing, but the public naturally compares the two. And when that happens, Catherine usually comes out ahead in people's minds. That's not to say Camilla hasn't changed her image. Over the years, she went from being judged harshly to gaining acceptance. Many now see her as a supportive and stable presence beside Charles.
5 minutes of reading every day for invaluable benefits for brain health and mental well-being. Just as we always suspected, books are good for us.
But admiration doesn't come as easily. And in a time when the monarchy needs to feel fresh, personal, and relatable, Catherine is leading that shift without saying much at all. As Charles continues to focus on his health and quietly steps back from a full schedule, these comparisons and shifts become even more important. The people aren't just imagining who the next monarch will be, they're already looking at how these key figures carry themselves. Catherine is widely admired, not just as a royal, but as someone who represents kindness, strength, and steady leadership. Her place in the future of the monarchy feels certain to the public, even if the royal system hasn't caught up to that view just yet. William and Catherine, as a team, are modernizing the royal family simply by how they live. They're serious about the causes they support, but they don't do it for headlines. They don't present themselves as perfect. They focus on doing the work, visiting charities, speaking with families, sitting with children in classrooms, and listening more than talking. That effort is being noticed, and it's reshaping what the public expects from the monarchy. Camilla and Catherine may not always agree on how things should be done, but they both know the responsibility they carry. For Camilla, it has always been about supporting the king and not drawing too much attention. For Catherine, it's been about growing into the role steadily, without rushing, and earning people's trust over time. Each woman brings something different to the monarchy, but the way Catherine is being embraced suggests that the public sees her not just as William's wife, but as a symbol of where the royal family should go next. That, more than anything, explains why this moment is so important. As King Charles focuses on his health, Princess Anne steps forward with her steady sense of duty. And as William takes on more weight with each passing week, the future of the monarchy is quietly being shaped in real time. And Catherine is not just along for the ride, she's becoming a central figure in that story. This is more than royal drama. It's about the future of an institution that still means something to millions. If that institution wants to stay strong, it will have to adapt. And right now, the clearest signs of that adaptation are being led by William and Catherine, not with loud moves, but with quiet strength.
William and I continue to be inspired to see young people, like you all here today, leading this charge, being particularly brave and having some of those conversations yourselves.
Stay with us as we reveal how this is playing out. The quiet moves shaping the crown's future. While much of the public focuses on what's seen in the spotlight, a different kind of effort is happening behind palace doors. It's quieter and more strategic. As King Charles faces health challenges and Prince William steps into a stronger role, the people behind the scenes are working harder than ever to hold everything together. One name that's been gaining quiet attention is Sir Clive Alderton. For those unfamiliar, he's the King's most trusted private secretary and longtime advisor. He's not the type to seek attention, but those close to the palace say his presence in this sensitive moment has never been more important. Alderton has long helped King Charles shape not only decisions, but also the public image of the monarchy. From managing the King's messages to advising on appearances and tone, his hand is in many of the moments that feel seamless to the public. As Charles faces treatment and recovery, Alderton plays a key role in helping keep the transition smooth, while making sure no step looks uncertain. The fewer missteps, the more stable the monarchy looks to the outside world, and that's no accident. His work ensures that every photo, every word, every move is calculated to maintain confidence. But not everything can be carefully managed. The family tensions with Prince Harry and Meghan still remain unresolved. While there have been reports of Harry checking in on his father's health, there's been no clear public reconciliation. The wounds left by interviews, statements, and distance still remain. The public watches closely, not just for signs of healing, but for signs of deepening divides. Each silent moment between the brothers invites speculation. The truth is, the royal family doesn't just have to manage its image anymore. It has to manage fast-moving expectations. Social media floods timelines with rumors, conspiracy theories, and fake news. One post can go viral within minutes, shaping public opinion far faster than an official statement can catch up. Because of that, the palace's internal advisors are also adapting. They're not just planning weeks or months ahead anymore. They're thinking about the next few hours, the next tweet, the next unexpected development. That's how fast the world is moving now. And for a centuries-old institution, that speed is a new kind of challenge. Some even believe William could be asked to step into a more central role even sooner than planned. That doesn't necessarily mean his father will step down, but it could mean more of the King's responsibilities will quietly shift toward the prince. The pressure of that possibility hangs in the air. And that possibility leads to another level of uncertainty. If something were to shift quickly, would the monarchy be fully prepared? Would the public embrace William as they did his mother, Diana, or his grandmother, the Queen? Those are the questions royal advisors are quietly preparing answers for. For William, the path forward isn't just about continuing tradition. It's about evolving it. The decisions being made today, about how open the monarchy should be, about how it handles public disagreements, about how it connects with younger generations, will shape what the crown means in the future. And if that future belongs to William, it also belongs to his children. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are already growing up in a time when people question the very idea of monarchy. This means the steps taken now aren't just about keeping the present steady, they're about making sure the future even exists. That's why every quiet conversation behind palace walls matters. That's why every advisor's guidance, every family gesture, and every public appearance has meaning. Because the next chapter isn't written in ceremonies or headlines. It's written in small, careful moves. And right now, those moves are being made. What do you think about how William is handling this delicate moment? And do you believe the monarchy can still evolve fast enough to stay relevant? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.